Hello and welcome to the Parkinson's Foundation's PD Health at Home Fitness Fridays. I'm Krista Ellis here to introduce to you our fitness facilitator, Alex Tresser. Before we get moving, I'd like to invite you to download your free copy of the Parkinson's exercise recommendations at parkinson.org/exercise. And now let's get ready for movement. Alex, thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure, and thank you for asking me to introduce you to this class that was developed over many years. I myself have had Parkinson's since 2007, so it's been a long road in learning how to live with this disease. I don't even like to use that name, but this this thing. We can do a great deal of work by ourselves to keep ourselves healthier and put the progression down to a minimum. And this is all really I try to do is impart some of my knowledge because I'm a former dancer on Broadway, graduated from School of American Ballet in New York. And oddly enough, that education was so valuable that I'm able to help people with movement issues and other things. And I always have to thank Parkinson's Wellness Project and Susan Lust for bringing me and allowing me to teach for so many people for quite a number of years now. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to Parkinson's Wellness Project. And I think we should just start and we'll see where it takes us. So first thing we want to do is just relax. This class doesn't require any prior knowledge or coordination. Whatever condition you're in, you will be able to do this class. Some of you may have to sit on the chair. Some of you may do it lying down on the floor or a mat. That is entirely up to you. This class is guaranteed to get you moving no matter what your condition is. And we start with simple stretching. Believe it or not, all exercises should start with a little bit of stretching because we need to warm up, we need to loosen up, we need to move every part of our body. And this is the biggest magic of this class is that we work on the entire body and it can be done in 30 minutes, 45 minutes, close to an hour. And you can always stop and go at your own speed. You can use music that you like because music stimulates us better than anything or anyone. Think of it as the soundtrack of your life. Whatever music you like to listen to in the past, and you maybe have gone away from it and haven't listened to music in a while, bring your records, bring your CDs, put them in your stereo, and listen and move. And that's the first thing I want you to do. When you're alone at home, you don't know what to do. Music, movement, you win. All right. So we'll just start very slowly. Reach up and down. Breathe out. And up. Breathe out. Open wide. Rotate. No sudden movements. Everything is nice and gentle. Rotate and reach over your head. Long arms. As you get warmer, you can make these movements a lot bigger. Look down, stretch your neck. Look up. Look to the right. Look to the left. And reach your shoulder. Other side. And now we're going to bring our shoulders up and drop. Up and drop. Up and drop. And we're going to lean forward a little bit, make a flat back. And now we're starting to warm up our back by arching like a frightened cat and flat. You see my back going towards the ceiling, head down and flat. And again, arch and flat. And come up. And we're going to raise our right heel and left heel gently, just rocking back and forth. It's very important that we warm up our toes, our calves, because this is our foundation. If we have a good grip on the floor with our toes, we're doing well. And one more time. Up, reach up, breathe out. and up. And you can go at your own pace. You don't have to go as fast as I go. Open wide and rotate. You may hear a pop or a crack in your back. Those are good things. That means you're still alive. And reach over the head and always breathe. Always breathe. Pay attention. Stretch your neck down and up. Look to the right. Look to the left. And now try to reach your shoulder with your ear. And again, shoulders up and drop. Up and drop. Some of you may notice that one shoulder is not working as fast as the other. Well, Parkinson's starts usually on one side, and that side is compromised, so you feel a little lateness. Well, we're working towards a moment or in time when you should be able to raise both shoulders, move both hands, both legs at the same time, and be fine and be on balance and be safe. Okay? Now, let's make a flat back. We're moving to the next set of exercises. Arms back. We're going to reach, back, back. And believe it or not, this is also a stomach exercise because to hold this position, you need strong abdomen. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And we stand up again. Now let's pay attention to our toes. We're going to go up on our toes and down. Raise your heels off the floor. You're trying to grip the floor with your toes. And what this does, it strengthens our calf muscles, our feet, so we can walk better. We may even start doing more advanced exercises. You might go back to walking. Our feet, again, it's our foundation, it's our connection to solid ground. We want to have strong feet and strong calves. Flat back. Now we're going to use both arms at the same time. Go as flat as you can. Breathe. And now we lift right, left, right, left. Breathe. And one last time. Flat back, arms back. We're going to use our legs and our arms and try to get down as low as you can. Breathe. Good. And now we're going to introduce different sports, different sporting activities. Like, for instance, next thing we're going to do, we're going to make our exercise look like we're skiing. And it goes something like this. We go from this legs together position to pivoting and landing on a bit of a diagonal. So it looks like we're skiing a bit of moguls. We go from our toes to our heels. Toes, heels. Toes, heels. And now we go straight up and down and up and down. It looks like this. Up, you bend your knees and like you're pushing the snow. It's kind of like cross country downhill. And now the fun part. I'll stay here. We're going to go down and up and up and up. And I need to stop every time because believe it or not, stopping is as important as moving because you have to direct your muscles to stop or move. So that's a little skiing exercise. And you know, you can rely on sports for so many different movements. And oddly enough, they're really natural. So you don't have to be a dancer or a professional ballroom dancer. You can just be a person who can follow these steps, that follow these exercises, and get stronger and better in a hurry. Again. And now straight up on your toes, down. And as you get warmer, you can get closer to the floor. You can get stretching. You can stretch further up, further down. And again, cross country. Down, up. And let's do it one last time. One, toes to heels, toes to heels. And if you notice, I'm trying to use my arms at the same time as my legs. Cross country, down, up. And if you breathe normally, if you remember to breathe normally, eventually you will remember because you'll be so out of breath and tired, you'll think, what am I doing wrong? Well, you need to breathe. All right. So moving right along, again, as promised, we try to utilize the entire body. So I'm going to use the roller, but you can use a dumbbell, barbells, whatever you have laying around, or you can use the roller. And now we start working on our biceps. Very simple. And now we take our weight and we touch our hip, rotating our upper body, warming up our lower back, stretching our arms, bending your knees slightly. We go side to side. And now we go hip, hip, shoulder, shoulder. Turn, turn, shoulder, shoulder. And again, rotate, rotate, shoulder, shoulder. And now we simply reach down and up. You can see better. Down and up. And down and up. And now hold your arms and we're going to stretch sideways gently. Only go as far as you can. As you get better at it, you'll be able to reach much further, much lower. And down and up, down and up. Still working on our biceps, but we're adding a little bit of our leg muscles. And again, just the biceps. Breathe. And you can start with a lightweight and work your way up there. This is not the Olympics or the World Cup. This is what we can do for ourselves to feel and be better. Touch, shoulder, shoulder. So we're going to go again. Hip, hip, shoulder, shoulder. And down and up. Down, breathe, up, and down, and up, and breathe. And now we're going to do same biceps, but we're going to add our toes and our calves. We're going to go up on our toes. See, this is a much more complex signal from the brain to go up, hold the balance, use the arms. So all of these new ideas, new movements are stimulating your brain to find new passageways to do these movements. Now, remember, with Parkinson's, our movements are suppressed. The signal is sometimes so weak and lost, and we're trying to reprogram our brain to be able to do these simple things. But while they're simple, they're very effective. Go up on your toes. Now, bring your arms up, and we're going to go up on our toes again and down. We're working our triceps. We're working our legs. We're improving our balance, all in the comfort of our home. And when you feel a little stiff, like you want to loosen up, you can always just stretch down. Don't wait for me to tell you to stretch because you know your body better than anyone. If you need to stretch, stretch and then join in again. Especially when you're just starting out, it's a good idea to find the pace that works for you. breathe. All right. So that was biceps, triceps, feet. Now we're introducing another sport, swimming. This is one of the greatest exercises you can do. And I don't want to say I came up with it, but I started doing it while teaching class. And it's amazing how much my flexibility improved just by doing this next swimming exercise. Legs are nice and wide, pointing diagonally, not forward, not completely sideways, diagonally. This is done so you can get as far down as you can, and this position allows you to do that. If you put your feet forward, it's very awkward. You can't get down as far. You have to lean forward just to squat. This way, you can go all the way down and maintain this strong position. Your stomach is tight, your chest is working, your shoulders are engaged, everything, it's like a beautiful chord on the piano. The whole body is being tuned right now. All right? Here we go. Breaststroke. Reach front and back. Front and we try to do at least 8 repetitions of all these exercises. I could have said that a little earlier, but we just met, so maybe I'll keep some secrets to myself. Just kidding. So then we do freestyle. And now I'm sending a very complex signal to my muscles. We need to stretch the arms. We need to bend one leg at a time. We need to breathe and make it look like swimming. It's like a one-act play already. And now, open your chest, open your shoulders, and swim back. At first, it may seem almost impossible to get your arms moving that far back and keeping them straight. In time, it will be second nature. You'll do this 1, 2, 3 times a week. It'll be available on the website. And you'll see that whatever little aches and pains you have in your shoulders, they'll be gone. And I'm saying that with certainty because I went through, unfortunately, needless shoulder surgery because I had Parkinson's and doctors couldn't figure it out. So now I'm trying to prevent everyone from getting surgeries until you absolutely have to. One more time. And breathe. And again, freestyle. We go forward. And we swim back. Reach back. Bend your knees. Butterfly. Big circles. Go up on your toes. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Let's take a few seconds break while I talk. The key is not to do something once, but do a set of exercises and repeat them at least 3 or 4 sets. So everything we've done so far, when we do it in class, we try to do 3 or 4 sets. It's very important that you set a goal like that, because if you do several, but you don't know how many, you don't know if it's enough, chances are it's not enough. So all these exercises require discipline, attention, thinking, following the instructions. And then in no time at all, it'll become second nature. You wouldn't have to worry about how, you'll just be working hard to do enough sets so your muscles get tired, so they're working diligently, and that's when we get the results. Doing 5 of anything is not enough. Doing 8 or 10 repetitions is a workout. But we work towards that. We don't start, doing 10 minutes of this and the next day you can't walk or stretch your arms. All right, so we build to these things gradually, but all of these exercises we do in sets. So just want to make sure you understand that. All right, now, next sporting event, we're going to do speed skating. It's amazing how many sports you can do without any equipment. You're going to lean forward, bend your knees. This is the position you want to sustain for the next exercise. It should look like speed skating. We're going to hide one arm. We're going to extend our right arm, bending your knees, stomach tight, chest is working, shoulders down. And here we go. Step, touch. Touch your shoulder. And this is more cardio workout than you think. Now we're going to switch the arms on the fly. Lift up. And now we're going to do both arms. And hands on the hips. Separate your legs a little bit, bend your knees. And now the little bit of dancing starts to come through. We're going to move our hips side to side. No need to be ashamed. We're all friends. We're trying to loosen up our hips. And believe it or not, this area doesn't get much of a workout with Parkinson's because we're so locked up sometimes that we stop moving our hips. And then next thing you know, we're getting a hip replacement. No need. Bend your knees, move your hips side to side. And if anybody objects, tell them to leave. Circle. Even more advanced pelvic movement, but highly effective. And once you start loosening up, you feel the freedom, the blood flow is coming back. You'll understand why we do this. All right. Hide your hand, extend the other, bend your knees, lean forward, and let's go again. So it's a next set already. And like I said, we need to do 4 or 5 sets. You can start with 3, work your way up, switch the arms. Both arms. Breathe. And now, while we're catching our breath, we can work on our balance. Balance is an issue with Parkinson's. Uh, but if you're able to stand on one leg while lifting the other, your knee is up, your stomach is working, the whole body is working in order to do this. So it's a massive signal from the brain. And instead of being bypassed and lost, it's focused on what you have to do. Left leg up. And last time, bend your knees, lean forward. Switch the arms. And 1. And remember, you'll be doing this with music. Your music may be a little bit slower, or you want to select music that works best for you. You can do it slower. You'll be the master of your domain. Legs together. Right leg up. Hold your balance. Left leg. Hold your balance. And breathe out. If you need to stretch your neck, look down. Look up. Look right. Look left. And we're going to do our next sporting activity. This is like the Olympics. We're going to do rowing and paddling. So we separate our legs nice and wide, again facing diagonally, and we're going to go all the way down and bring it up to your chest. So it kind of looks like rowing. It's our version of rowing. And now we're going to put our feet facing forward, and we're going to paddle. Turn your upper body, right, left, right, left, right, left. Second set, we go down as far as we can. And turn your feet forward. And we're paddling. Your stomach is tight. And breathe. In class, we usually do 4 or 5 sets of these exercises. And up, down, and up. Now bring your arms in front of you. Bend your knees and cross your arms and stretch your back. And up. Down, and up. One more time. So that was paddling, kayaking, whatever you want to call it, rowing. And now we're going to hold our roller, but belly button high. If you want to be more adventurous, you can lift it up. If you want to make it a little easier, bring it down. But somewhere where you can pick up your knees and touch your roller. And now we go side to side. We're going to bend our knees. One leg is off the floor. Down. As you can tell, these exercises get more and more advanced. This is when we introduce a little bit of dancing to our sporting activities. Now lift diagonally. Now, if you ever seen Radio City Music Hall, they do a lot of kicking. We step, kick. Now we're really starting to dance. Down, up, down, up, down, up, and breathe out. I know you want to repeat this because this is actually a lot of fun. Lift your knees diagonally, keeping your stomach tight. Hands on your chest. Step, kick, step, kick, step, kick. And breathe out. All right, let's put our roller down. And we're going to work on the standing abdominals. We're going to tighten our stomach without being on the floor doing crunches, which is great too. But for now, we're standing and we're going to continue working on different muscle groups. This time we'll work on our waistline. Bend your knees and stretch. Tightening your stomach, tightening your waistline. And open wide, and we're going to work on our chest now. Like you're hugging a tree. Open your fingers, close your fingers. Open, close, open, close, open, close. And lean forward. Now we're working on our chest, on our shoulders, our stomach. Your whole core muscles are engaged right now. Bend your knees, fly wide. You may notice that on some of you, one hand is going to go before the other. That's Parkinson's because one side is slow. We're trying to do everything so we work symmetrically, paying attention, which is always good to be in front of a mirror when you do this or watch it on your monitor. And now let's do a little shadow boxing. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So we worked on our abdomen, we worked on our chest, we worked on our shoulders, and this is just one set of simple exercises. So let's go again so you get an idea what we just did. Open wide. Now we're working on our chest. Open, close, open. Squeeze your chest together. Lean forward, bend your knees, open. We want that symmetry. We want everything to be working together according to our will. Sometimes you have to will these movements, bypassing the damaged areas of the brain and creating new neural passageways. And cross, 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 cross. A little more dancing, you say? Here it comes. Flick, flick, or flip your wrist. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So towards the end of the class, we really get going to make it look like dancing. Flip, stretch, 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 stretch. And now bring your legs together. And again, go at your own speed. Right arm, right leg, and step. Left arm, left leg, and step. And we can start slowly, but when we really get going, you'll appreciate how much fun this is actually. And it looks something like this. When you get a little better at it, you're just going to lift and stretch, lift and stretch. At first, it may seem like an impossibility. Well, no such thing. Breathe out. Now, towards the end of the class, we get more and more advanced in movements, but they're all very simple. You don't have to be a professional dancer to be able to do this. You just have to follow along and trust. We're going to step on the right, step on the left, step on the right, step on the left. So we go up on our toes, down on our heels, down on our heels. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. It sort of looks a little bit like a box step, but box step is a little bit more advanced because you have to cross your legs. And in time, you'll be able to do it with no problem. Sorry. Now we have to do our neck exercises, which may seem impossible at first, and you'll see why. But really, all we're trying to do is allow our neck to be independent and work independently, because in real life, we hardly ever do that unless it's an accident. But these neck isolation exercises are really important because all the information flows through your neck. And if it's tense and locked, that information is lost sometimes. Reach forward, reach, 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 and back. Hide your chin. I'm not moving my shoulders. Now, this is the tough one. You want to move your neck independently, side to side. It doesn't happen immediately. It may take a little while, maybe weeks, maybe months, but you will be able to do it. And once you do that, your neck will thank you. So, forward, reach, and collapse. Bend your knees, right, left, right, left, left. Now, let's open the door, is what I call this exercise. You can open the window, you can open up your jacuzzi or a sauna, whatever's got a door, we try to open it. And the dancing part is when we get really comfortable doing this. You can make it as big as you want to, as tight as you want to. And one arm, both arms, And again, breathe out and stretch. Roll up. And that, my friends, is the class. Thank you.
Thank you again for joining us for the Parkinson's Foundation PD Health at Home Fitness Fridays video series. And Alex, so much thanks and gratitude for your guidance and for empowering the community of people living with Parkinson's. For more information about the Parkinson's exercise recommendations as a prescription for people with Parkinson's, please visit parkinson.org/exercise. Until soon, see you later.